Welcome back to the channel everyone, and in today's video we have the first competition of the year on camera. So I'm looking for anything level par or better. Whoa. That's the plan anyway. Try to think of a competition round just the same as any other round. I'm just happy to be playing golf and not working, to put it simply. And you'll be pleased to know that we'll be dispensing with the mats in the next video, as I pump one straight up the fairway and a yellow shot tracer to begin with. That's a bit different, isn't it? So, we are right in the middle of the fairway and looking to make a decent start here. It does seem to be that some of the pins are in naughty places. This is only about 5 yards on the green and 5 from the right, so I've gone a little bit past. But I've got a bit of a snaky one. It's very slippery down this slope. The greens are starting to look nice. So I don't want to be racing that one by, and a little tap in par, and a pretty steady start if I do say so myself. So this is just a 3-wood down the second, playing a lot longer than you would normally see off the yellow tees, as we're off the back tees today. So 3-wood in hand, and another good tee shot. Starting very solidly here, and that's nice to see. Front flag here, and just a gap wedge. Trying to keep this on the top shelf to give us a decent opportunity at birdie, and that's a nice swing. Happy with the way I've started here. Like I said, not looking for anything too crazy. I mean, I'd love to break the course record, and don't forget to stay till the end of the video where you'll be seeing some analysis, and I've actually got myself a new little thing called the overall score, so just a sort of general score of how I've played in the 9 holes, so look forward to that as I make another steady par. Could easily be 2 under here, but not going to complain too much. This is a driver off the mat this time, but a little cutty one, not a full driver, because I don't want to end up too close to those trees or the ditch. And as you can see here, I'm in perfect position. So this is just a gap wedge again from 100 yards, pins on the front right. Trying to just get this onto the front edge, and I've actually come up slightly short, so this should be good for the stats because I'm not technically on the green, but an opportunity again. But I've left it short, not great. However, I'm not upset at a par. I genuinely think that's probably the hardest hole on the course, especially for me. I never seem to play it very well. And on to the drivable 4th. After a good start here, this is probably our first real opportunity of a birdie. We've had some chances, but we're still only at level. And that's a bit of a pull left, but it should be fine because I've got plenty in the tank to get over, and this is where we've ended up. So it counts as a missed fairway, unfortunately. It's not really an issue. Could even chip this in. Oh, nice line. Hello. Okay, sit. Take a chair. Alright, not bad. So I've just watched my brother pour one over the left-hand side, so I've got a good line on this. And I nearly left that short, but that's a birdie. And we're under par, and this is a great start. Nerves probably jangling already, but not to worry. Fairly long downhill par 3 here, but just an 8-iron off the mat because it is severely downhill, like I said. Hit a little cut in towards this middle green, and I caught it a little bit skinny. Hello. Oh my goodness. What a shot that was. So my brother belted his tee shot into the trees, had to chip out sideways, and then nearly holed that for a par and made an unbelievable bogey. Back to me though, and this is for birdie, and that's tracking. And I tell you what, I could easily have been 3 or 4 under here, but let's face facts, I can't putt to save my life, so I'm quite happy with 1 under. Bogey free so far through 5. And this is another potential birdie opportunity, just a short par 4. I put the flag there in the distance, so you got an idea of where I'm aiming this. And I've hit it a little bit left, so it doesn't count as a fairway hit, but I don't care. And we're in business. This is just 30 yards into quite a soft green, so I can be very aggressive with this, which I've done. Almost hold it, and we've got another opportunity. And here is my brother, tongue out, drains one for a birdie of his own and celebrates to the masses that do not exist. My turn then, and I'm on exactly the same line, just a bit closer, and I've poured it in as well, and we're 2 under together on that hole. And I'm 2 under on my own ball. This is a fantastic start, and I just need to sort of cling on for dear life here. I've hit a 4-iron there to try and avoid all the trouble down the fairway. There's a bunker left, but it's a little bit chunky to say the least, so I'm a lot further back than I would hope. I've got about 160 to this flag, slightly downwind today, which is quite unusual on this golf course. It's kind of in the opposite direction, so I'm pumping an 8-iron as hard as I can. And obviously after saying that, I've come up short. And this is a tricky little chip because there's quite a steep slope to that flag, so I need to get aggressive with this one, which I haven't done, and I've left myself a really testing, slow right to left putt up the hill, but I've made it. My goodness me, what's going on here? Oh baby. Right then, another fairly short and downhill par 4, but into the wind today, so this is a 4-iron. Just trying to chop this 220 up the middle and avoid the bushes and give myself a wedge in, which is exactly what I've done. And here we go. Just a 3/4 50 degree in hand here. And green light central. Bit of a premature shout of go in the hole, but it's straight at it. Unfortunately, 50 feet past. So I've misjudged that somewhat. The wind has seemed to have completely died. Although I could do with some blustering into that because I've absolutely spanked that past the hole. And this is really difficult now. Got a 10-footer back up the slope for par, which looks great. Oh. Never mind. Somehow wiggled right. And that's our first bogey of the day. But that's a bit of a nerve settler, actually. I've never gone bogey-free, so nothing to worry about there. And we're still 1 under. Last hole of the video here, and that's an 8-iron from 150 up the hill. Hit a nice high draw, which I'm pretty pleased with, but it's gone a bit further than I thought, and this is the wettest green ever. Apparently there's been a burst pipe which has saturated the water underneath here. And it shows because I felt like I spanked that and it still didn't reach, but thankfully I've tapped in, and what a start that is. Happy with that. Here comes the analysis then. Let's get stuck into that. So we've got fairways, greens, birdies, pars, bogeys, doubles, putts, and my overall score. Happy with 5 out of 7 fairways. The 2 I missed, not really an issue. 7 out of 9 greens, but the 2 I missed were on the fringe, so happy with that. 2 birdies, yes please. 1 bogey, yeah. 3 putts. 15 putts overall I'll take. Didn't really hole out, but I'll take it. It's a 9 overall. See you next time.